Good evening, everybody. Eco Training Center welcome you again in the new session of our long series about SDGs. In the previous sessions, we talked about SDG number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and today we are going to talk about SDG number 5. We are pleased to welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to welcome also our speakers for this night, this evening, Mr. Yogesh Sonwana, pronounce, I'm not sure about the pronunciation. I want to welcome you so much, Mr. Yogesh.
Thank you, Dr. Kamal.
And I also welcome Mr. Shafo Amino, I think will be with us this evening. I'm so pleased to be with you, and I give the floor for you, Mr. Yogesh. Before that, I will try to say something about Mr. Yogesh. Mr. Yogesh is very well known now in all over the world about his activities related to the environment and education and SDG in general. Yogesh, he's a class officer, government of Maharashtra, India. He is the current position, HOD, IT Department of SCERT, Maharashtra, Pune, India. He has following responsibility of national coordination India for Eco Training Center, Sweden. He is also working as academician for enhancing quality education initiatives of the government of Maharashtra. He also has done a lot of online e-contents during COVID-19 pandemic, like My Sunday, My CBD, e-contents, telecasts through cable TV throughout district in free of cost, which has been benefited by almost 7 million homes. He has got a global teacher award for AKS Foundation India and ETC Sweden on the 5th of October, International Teacher Day. Also bagged a second prize in the state innovation competitions for officers organized by the government of Maharashtra. He wrote 2 review books on tag projects, as it's right, TAG or tag project, and telecommunication projects within, which is done by Chile and Bangladesh teachers and students. He also participated in various state, national, international conferences and seminars, and published 4 research and review papers in international journals. Most welcome, Mr. Yogesh.
Thank you, Dr. Kamal. Thank you, Dr. and respected Kamal Jawar sir. Our motivation, respected Dr. Ijjat Hasan sir. Our inspiration, respected Dr. Sayam Sayed, my friend Pradeep Devre, international coordinator, Pramod Pradeshi, Harsha Chavan, and all my coordinators who are presented here. In the same way, my colleague who is going to deliver his lecture today, Shapino Aminu from Nigeria. So friends, first, good evening from India and good morning to all of you for attending today's session. Harsha ma'am, can you please share on my screen?
Sure, sir.
Hello, Harsha Chavan.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Friends, today we are going to discuss about SDG number 5, that is gender equity. So all of you think that gender equity, it is a very burning issue when we work, we live in any society, we work for political, we work for social cause. That time this issue arise among us, that what is exactly gender equity, gender equality. So today we will discuss it. Harsha ma'am, next. Friends, gender equity, it is very important concept. Next, very important concept when we realize our curriculum, our syllabus, that time we have heard what is gender and how it is differentiated. So now please see the screen. I just ask to everyone, please go through it and just tell me what do you see in the screen. So I request please observe the screen and share your opinion that what is there on the screen.
The name of professions.
Okay. Yes. Many more. Pradeep ji, just go through all the columns. What do you think that what is it?
They are professions and activities.
Yes, very good. And
list of members of different professions, as well as it is the list of the member of the participants in different activities.
okay, very good.
Yes. And the people who loves to do many things.
In some cases, merits for people, merits for persons,
Yes,
or description about their activity and about their values, about their habits.
very good. If we see x is equal to what? Question mark. So what do you realize? What is it? So friends,
We are talking about the personality of somebody.
personality. Yes. You are near. You are very near.
It means
Not sure.
Not sure. Yes. So friends, these are the professionals. When we just started to think what is gender, that time this question arrives that if we just taken into consideration civil engineer, so what does it like or it denotes? Whether he is male, whether he is female,
Male.
but it doesn't matter. That particular job, that particular work represents anyone, either it is male or it is female. So in the same way, if we think civil engineer, gynecologist, master of chef, or country head of any office, it might be any man or woman. So here we just start to think what is gender. Then Harsha ma'am, next. Now we come to near another picture. Just see the picture and just tell your opinion that what do you see in this picture.
it's kind of
There are,
stereotyping the duties of each sex.
yes,
For men
true.
or for those men, these are running for the future, and they have
Okay.
visions, but for the women only
Yeah.
for household.
Okay. Okay. Very good, sir. Dr. Kamal Jawar. Next.
Yes, yes. Yes, sir. There are 6 participants in the running race, and the male
Yes.
are very open source or open access to meet their destinations, but women have a lot of hurdles. She she would have to do all her course according to the as well as the running also with maintaining all the house course. Yes.
Very good. More replies, please.
House chores are the hurdles in women's progress.
Yes, yes. Think I'm going to write question here. Now everyone will reply here. So, Surwade sir, what do you see in this picture?
I can see there are 6 persons, including male
Yes.
and female, but male can easily progress without any hurdle, but women have lots of house chores becoming hurdle in their progress.
Okay, very good. I need opinions from females also, because I think here only males
Right,
are
please?
giving their opinions. Harsha ma'am, just one slide back. Come to one slide back. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
May I please?
Yes. Yes. Sure, ma'am. Sure.
In this picture, I can see that there are 6 participants, and it
Yes.
represents that men can achieve their goals and nothing like can stop them. But on the
Yes.
other side, the women, they are like stuck with particular things to do, like household chores, and they don't get their opportunity to like take their place in the society and achieve their goals.
Very good, ma'am. Thank you.
Actually, I'm 14 years old, so I'm not like a big lady.
All right. Yes. 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 Oh, oh. Thank you for your opinion. Any other participant wants to share his opinion? So, friends, if we see here that here participants are equal, male are 3 and females are also 3, means participants are equal. But if we think about the opportunities which has mentioned by Dr. Pradeep, that men's can achieve their target with very less hurdles. But if in comparison with male, if we think about female, they have their household duties, their job duties, their relative duties, means all the social responsibility they have in more numbers. But in comparison with men, if we think that men have office work, in the same way they got lots of opportunities to change their job, to reschedule their work. So here gender equity, that everyone have same opportunities chances, same hurdles to overcome it. And Harsha ma'am, next slide. Now we will see next slide. Friends, here is a picture of a woman. Now I request you, please see the picture. And now I personally humbly request to all female participants, please share your opinion. What do you see in this picture?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Elizabeth. What do you
Hi.
see in this picture?
I can see a woman with a lot of things to do, not only as housewife. He's working in a job, and his mother, his wife, his sister, she's all the things that as woman we have this role.
Very good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other participant? Yes.
Hello,
Yes, yes.
do you hear me?
You can share.
It's,
Yes.
For me, I think that it reflects that domestic works is reserved for women. It's discrimination that prevent women from advancing in the field of science, of other works, not only domestic work.
Yes,
So
yes.
for me, it's a discrimination.
Yes, yes. Very good. Thank you. Any other participant? Dr. Sam, what do you think about this picture? Dr. Sam?
Hello, Yogesh. I
Hello.
can see the woman has a lot of duties to do. She works as a man and as a woman at the same time. And it is so difficult life.
Yes, yes. If I write a name of this picture below this picture, if I write a name, Dr. Sam, then you will speak more the role of that woman.
Hard life.
Yes,
That's all.
yes. So friends, in this picture, if we see clearly, the woman has two roles. Basically, she has the role of male. In the same way, she also performing the role of female. Because if we think that she is wearing a sari, a typical woman dress, but you can see she is also wearing a jacket, a coat, means sometimes in a day her some hours are reserved for household work, domestic work, but remaining her day is reserved for his hobbies. She is performing role of a mother, a wife, a sister. Also in the same way, she is also performing the role of a boss, a teacher, a performer, a worker. That's why she has.
Unfair, Yogesh.
Hello, can you listen me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you. So she is performing both roles, as a male role, as a female role. She is using laptop, she is doing his work, she is using phone, continue has communicate with her children's. She is writing for his students, she is writing for his family members. In the same way, she is also cooking, she is also cleaning her house, she is also taking care of her children's, her parents, her kids. That's why this picture denotes that she is performing both roles, as a male, as a female. Now we will see next slide. Harsha ma'am, please change next slide. So now, friends, we will see what is gender. What is the concept of gender? Hello, Harsha ma'am. Hello, Harsha Chavan. Yes. So now, friends, we will go deeper that what is this gender? What do you think as which work denotes gender equity? Means if there are some laws in different lands, different countries, if there are some specific government policies which denotes partition between male and female, if there are some laws of nature, and finally we will see who decides that particular male or female they have specific gender. Harsha ma'am, next slide. In next slide we will see the concept of gender. Hello, Harsha Chavan. Please change the slide. Yes. Friends, now see what is gender. First, take into consideration that gender is a social concept. It is not a sexual concept. Gender is determined by ascribed attributes, our roles, behaviors, our relation norms and rules. They are constantly evolving and vary across different cultures. In short, gender is a part of a particular person's identity. It is categorized as man, woman, and transgender also, because it is also a gender which is recognized by government. So particular categorization is not fixed. It is fluid and could be non-binary. It can be changed. If a woman is doing her work, she is called a woman. But if a man is also doing household, domestic work, so in the same way, man and woman, her role is changed. Only the individual has the right to decide, or he has the right to choose a gender identity. Sometimes it is not recognizing and respecting a person's choice of gender is a violation of their rights. In some countries, we have seen that there are some disputes, some laws which disparates the specific gender. Next, but it is in our hand that we will not differentiate that it is a particular gender, it is a particular work of a man or woman, but we can just encourage to do all types of work with either men or women. Harsha ma'am, next slide. So friends, gender identities are shaped right from birth and continue to be influenced throughout a person's life. It is in our hand that if we have birth, but with our birth, we are recognized as male child or female child. Means individual choices as well as family and community goals are determined by gender norms. In short, our different professions like education, profession, marriage, choice of partner, childbearing, inheritance, etc. are determined by gender of a person. That particular work is done by particular gender. Means suppose there is gynecologist, we can say it is a female doctor. If there is engineer, we can say he is male doctor. If there is chef, so we can call that this is a male role. So it doesn't matter that while doing different professions, we cannot differentiate that particular profession is done only by particular gender. It can be done either male or female. So gender identity is often at the roots of various forms of discrimination, be it social or economic. It is in our hand. So gender intersects with our identities such as caste, ethnicity, religion, disability, etc. and it compounds discrimination and its impact on people and community. While filling different online forms, there are words gender, sex. So while writing sex, we also write male or female. But sex is a biological concept. It is a biological reality of our physical. With advancement in medical sciences, sex can be changed. So this is also new concept that lots of people, they are changing their sex. For men turn into women and women turn into men. So you see, this is a biological process. But a person's sex identity can be different from the expected gender role and or behavior and vice versa. Behavior and preferences outside the normative social framework has serious consequences for individual, even death. If we just put a particular role to particular gender throughout our date, it can be recognized that particular thing is only be done by particular persons. So if we think our books, our syllabus, in that our syllabus, in our books, that if we think that there is a cooking scene, and always in our books, cooking is shown that cooking is done by a female. Why not we just include that cooking is done by any male? Why not? Why can't we include that picture also? If there are some pictures that particular uh, uh, kids are playing, if we see that cricket is shown there, and in that picture only boys are given, males are given, why not we include that girls can also play cricket? So using these types of changes, we can do some initiatives to minimize this gender discrimination. Harsha ma'am, next. So friends, gender is not regarding a particular profession, particular male or female. We can use it for both purposes, for male also and female also. Harsha ma'am, next. So while using our syllabus, while using our guidelines, everyone must pay that how can, in what way we can just create, minimize the discrimination of gender. Harsha ma'am, next slide please. Next. So friends, we must have some initiatives to give equal chances of school pattern, job chances, professional chances, both to males also and females also. Because this picture denotes that there should be equal opportunities for every profession, for every education, for any sector, both to males and females. Next slide, please. So friends, if we think to this chart, just think about these statements and just write to your notebook that whether only for you the statement is true or false. Suppose when we think that gender is followed in your school, you can write it is true, or if it is not followed, you can write false. Suppose schools are gender neutral. What do you think that is it neutral or not neutral? If we think that in your particular school it is neutral, then you can write it is true. But if you found that it is not neutral, then you can write false. So this is just a checkbox that is it gender equality is followed in our school, in our sector, in our area, in our department, or in our profession? If we think the second statement, all students are treated equally, what do you think? Pramod Pardeshi, what do you think? All students are treated equally in your school? Pramod Pardeshi, what do you think? Harsha Chavan. Hello, Harsha Chavan. Just one slide back. Harsha ma'am, one slide back. Yes. No. One slide ahead, advance. No, advance. Yes. Okay. Harsha ma'am, what do you think? All students are treated equally. Do you have this experience in your school?
Yes, Yogesh.
Yes. I just want the opinion of participant that is if in their schools students are treated equally, this statement they experience true or false in their schools.
Yes, it's true.
Should be
Okay,
true, but
okay.
in fact, no.
So there may be true to someone else, or it may be false to someone else. It may be possible, but this is a just checklist to experience the gender equality in our schools, in our profession. Suppose this is statement number 3. Schools follow a common curriculum. What do you think? Is this true or false?
True.
True.
Yes, in some cases there is common curriculum for males and females in some schools. But if we think that in some countries there is separate syllabus for boys and girls, so it is also happen in our society. So if we think that the third last statement, boys are naturally good at sports, what do you think? Is it true or false? Boys are naturally good at sports. Third of the last sentence, what do you think? Is it true or false?
No, I don't think so. If you
False.
give the chance to each and every girl, she will definitely prove it that she is equally better, like the male child. So it is
Yes,
depend on what exposure she has got. Yeah.
very good,
It is
Pradeep sir.
true.
Because
It is
I
true.
think it is false. Yes sir, please. So when we think of, suppose if we think about Olympics, in Olympics there are lots of medals achieved by girls also. So we can't say that only boys are naturally good at sports. There may be girls also. So they must have given equally chance to show their power, their energy, their talent. If we think the second last statements, girls are naturally good at art and craft. So what do you think? Is it true or false?
False, of course.
False.
False.
Yes, because sometimes now not only girls have the particular profession, only arts and crafts, but they can do more. They can do IT job, they can do a good academician, they can be a good scientist, a good researcher, a good doctor. So we can control them. We can control them, limited them only for a specific arts and craft job. They can do something better, extraordinary, same like males also. So friends, these are the just statements. You can check these statements at your schools, or your profession? Harsha ma'am, next. So friends, this is a current picture of gender discrimination in our society, in our universe. Almost 65 million girls across the world are out of school, means they didn't have given equal opportunities, access to school, admit to schools, or any chance to get their basic education. If we think that it will take until 2072 year for the poorest girl of our society in global south to learn to read, means it is very long period that we are just speaking that now we are educated, we are developed, but still there is picture in our society that till this date lots of girls, some particular child kids, they are not able to get minimum basic education. So while discussing on gender equity, we as an academician, we as a coordinators, we must have think about the basic education of deprived kids. It may be males, it may be females. We have to provide opportunity, chances to them to get particular education, basic education, up to elementary education to survive for their futures. Next. Now, my next colleague, Shafinu Aminu from Nigeria, he will explain the next concept. So here I request Aminu, please have a floor and start your presentation. Aminu, sir.
Thank you,
Hello,
Mr.
Aminu, are you there?
Thank
Hello,
you, Mr.
Dr. Kamal Jabbar.
Yogesh. Thank
Yes,
you,
thank
Mr.
you, thank you.
Yogesh.
Thank you. And I am
I-
thankful for ETC to give me a chance to present here. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I think Mr. Shafio Amino will present. He's Secretary Climate Action Group Sokoto, an environmentalist, agripreneur, climate change campaigner, ambassador for climate actions, and agriculture advocate, I think, in Nigeria. Mr. Shafio, the floor is yours. Are you with us? Mr. Shafio?
Hello, Dr. Kamal. I
Yes.
think he is not here. I can't see anywhere.
Okay, I can't see his name.
I think he is nowhere here.
Okay, okay.
Can I continue?
Yes, please.
He's not here. I can't
Yes.
see you. See him.
Yes, Mr. Yogesh
Please,
will
Yogesh, continue.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So friends, we will continue with next slides because these slides are designed by Shafinu Aminu. Harsha ma'am, one slide back. So friends, in some slides, we have seen that gender equity, it is a social concept and it is not only a fundamental human right, but a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. When we think that our universe will be sustained, if we think that our house would be good house, So house is built, house is designed by both gender. The male has equal role. In the same way, woman has also equal role. When both do their equal roles, that time the home is turned into house. It is beautiful house. So we must have maintained the equality of gender while performing at our home, in the same way at our professional. Harsha ma'am, next. So gender equality, it is not a topic for only talk, but it is the topic for our walk in our professional, walk in our behavior, walk in our curriculum, and walk in our every role which we are going to perform in our society. So gender equality is when people of all genders have equal rights. The rights of getting education, the rights of getting jobs, the rights of getting every duty of our society. It may be responsibility, opportunities. So everyone today is affected by gender equality, though he is woman, he is man, transgender, and gender diverse people. In the same way, any children or families also. In some countries, men have dominant role in their family. In some countries, women have dominant role in their family. So we must have made some initiative to get the specific role of both gender. Next, friends, gender equality prevents us violence against women and girls. I have already told that in lots of countries, men have the dominant role in their family, in their society. So girls and women, they have some limitation that every girl must wear all his body, cover all his body with some mask, with some hijabs, with some clothes. She don't have any right to take education, to do job for his family, to go outside without the permission of family members, not to do any job, online work. So if she works, so she faced some obstacles like violences, some debates, some cruelties, some abuses. So friends, there we must keep the gender equality. We must have to give equal chances to every woman and every girl for getting his education, for doing the duty of his home, his family, to survive in this universe. It's essential for economic prosperity, because in our India, we have a proverb: if a girl or woman in a family, if she educated, all family is educated. If the woman of a family, she is not educated, the family will not be educated. So friends, for the economic prosperity, the educational prosperity, the social prosperity, we must give a equal chance of education to every girl and every boy, every girl and every woman, because to maintain the social status in our society, it is very important. Harsha ma'am, next slide please. So friends, this gender equality always gives us some better enlightenment to survive our universe. When we maintain gender equality, it saves lives of lots of small kids, girls, women. When while maintaining gender equality, it results into better healthcare for family to specific person's life, person's physics. It helps in businesses for good for the economy of family and society also. If in our family we maintain gender equality, our children will be healthier. If we protect every girl, every woman, then that woman, girls will definitely do a best work for our society, for our family. But first we have to give better protection for our all genders. When we maintain gender equality, it would be very better for our racial equality, to reduce poverty. It also reduces the very serious issue, human trafficking, because it is an international issue. Now the ratio of human trafficking is very increased in lots of countries. So if we want to diminish, to reduce this issue, we must maintain gender equality for the peace of our family and our society. Now we will move next slide. Harsha ma'am, please. So there are some challenges for gender equality, to maintain gender equality. Next, Harsha ma'am, next slide. So friends, tackling of gender equality, inequality, this is the major challenge for our society. Inequality in gender can be tackled through different campaign, different workshop, by redesigning our syllabus. Gender challenges campaign, which will aims in bringing global awareness to this crucial right, crucial human right in sense, which is still not a reality for millions, and encourages all to support change in their communities. So we must have some small campaign, some district campaign, national campaign, or as well as international campaign to reduce this challenge. Next, Harsha ma'am, next slide. Friends, there has been progress over the last decade. More girls going to school, fewer girls are forced into early marriages. In some ancient period, or now if we think just 10 to 15 years back, the marriages were happened in very low ages, very small ages, like 10-year, 12-year, or 40 to 15 years. The girls were forced to marry with very aged person, very mature persons. More women are serving in parliament, position of leadership. This is a picture of today's era, that now our women's girls are getting education, they are serving in our parliaments, in our ministry at a good position. The laws are being reformed in lots of countries. There are specific laws are designed to protect the rights of women, girls, to give them protection from some bad incidents, cruelty. So friends, gender equality is a fundamental human right, and it is necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable development world. Because if we protect our women and girls, then automatically our family will be protected. If we don't protect our girls or our women, So in future, maybe in some next years, we will not get a good mother to get good habits for us. We will not get a good wife to take care of us. We will not get a good sister to tie Rakhi for us, to take care of his brother. So in this way, if we need a good mother, a wife, a sister, we must maintain our gender equality. We must protect our girls and women. We must give them some chances of equal opportunities. So friends, gender equality must be maintained by everyone. Harsha ma'am, next. So we must have taken some decisions. I am very thankful for ETC. For ETC, ETC is taking lots of initiatives to encourage gender equality by giving some competition, organizing some workshop, organizing some campaign, on organizing some different essay competition, drawing competition, giving responsibility to some national coordinators. So friends, it is the initiatives. These are the steps which can also be done by other organizations. So friends, I am very thankful here that with my small explanation, with my less parts, you gave me a chance, you listened me, and you kept your patience about listening some more new things about gender equality. So I am very thankful for Dr. Izzat Hassan, Dr. Kamal Jabbar, Dr. Sayam Ahmed, and Pradeep Devre, and all my colleagues who are here. Listen me. So thank you and good night to all of you. Thank you.
I want to thank you, Mr. Yogesh, for this informative presentation. You are talking about very important SDG for all over the world, or for all us, because it talking about a half of the world, because we are going to end the discrimination between genders and give the equal opportunity for all. Here, I'm to thank you again for this, and thank your assistant in switching between the slides. And here I want to open, if you don't mind, open the floor for discussion. Any question? If anybody have any question, please.
Thank you, Kamal sir,
Thank you.
for the floor to discuss. First of all, I would like to thank Yogesh sir for the beautiful presentation on SDG number 5. It is a very essential subject or topic nowadays in the world, and we are watching so many news nowadays from the world that how the women are discriminated in some of the countries. But this is the right time we have to take initiative to root out these discriminations among the gender, and we should bring all the human being in the same streamline, and we should make something different for the sake of the good world. And really, it was a very beautiful and excellent presentation, sir. And I'm very happy to be the part of this presentation. The part of this listening of this presentation. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your notes. Okay, in fact, I had many questions I want to ask, but during the presentation, Mr. Yogesh answered all these questions. But I have, let's say, a short remark or short note about linking the concept of gender with the concept of inclusion. As we say gender equality, it means to give the same opportunity, the equal opportunity for all, either they are men or women, girls or boys. It means everyone has his own ability and or disability or other things. So tackling with the barrier and the environment which give girls and boys and women and men and women the same opportunity is very essential. I mean, we want governments, NGOs, people here and there to give the same opportunity. This is not a matter of slangs or logos we are slapping for. No, it's a real. When we talk about the gender, we are talking about three dimensions. The economical one, when we enroll all the women in the economical cycle, it means increasing in the economic. When we also involve women, girls in the environment preservation, it means have a half of the people all over the world to reserve and to protect the environment. And for the social factor also, we need them to be in one harmonized world, not thinking in any obstacles or challenges. We want them to overcome all these challenges and achieve our goals. I can't see any questions in the chat box. Only thanks for you, Mr. Yogesh, for this great presentation.
May I say
Yes,
may I say
yes,
something, Dr. Kamal?
of course.
Dr. Kamal,
Go ahead, Dr. Siam.
just I say one sentence. Thank you for everything, Yogesh.
Thank you. Thank you.
So proud of you
Yes, Sam. Yes,
for
yes.
your
Thank you, Sam.
platform presentation, for your support, for your cooperation. Many beautiful things I had from you.
Yes, yes. I am also apologize because now I already told you that now I transferred at our state office, state government, our Maharashtra state office. So now I am not at district level. I am at state level. So here my duties from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So my schedule is very busy. That's why I couldn't attend our some last session, SDG 1, 2, SDG 3, SDG 4. But yesterday I prepared very late at night to complete this session, and today I just made it here. But I just confused about time because I think that the time will be 8:30 India PM time. But very thank you to Sam, Dr. Sam. She replied me that not 8:30 India PM, but it is 7:30 India PM. That's why I came to my room and I started presented. Otherwise, there should be very confusion to you and all our
Thank
friends.
you.
You're welcome.
And thank
You are
you.
You have done a
welcome.
great
Yes,
job.
thank you to yes, thank you, Dr. Munthar,
Thank you, Yogesh.
and thank you to my colleague Harsha
Great job.
Chavan, Pramod
Great job.
Pardeshing. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You Dr. are great. Sam is Thank you,
Yes.
my always dear. there to help us, and she is always stood behind us because I
Yes.
also had the experience about that. Thank you, Sam.
Yes, yes, yes. And Pradeep sir is one of my best colleague
Thank you.
who have
Hi, Dr. Pradip. How are
participated.
you?
Yes,
I'm fine.
he has participated each and every work of
May
my
I
district with
say,
me.
excuse me, may I say something to Dr. Yogesh,
Yes,
Dr. Pradip?
Yes,
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 yes.
sure.
We miss you so much, Dr. Pradip.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I was busy in some.
You call me. You always call me sister and call you brother. Okay.
Yeah,
Where is
yeah,
my brother here?
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Because hello,
Thank.
Sam. Can you see?
Hello.
Can you see tie on my? Can you see tie on my wrist?
Yes.
This is a symbol of mother. This is symbol of brother and sister.
Yes.
This is a symbol
I
of
know
love.
it from your
Love
movie.
of
Rakhi.
yes.
Yes.
Rakhi.
I
Yes,
like.
yes, Rakhi.
I like your movies and drama.
Yes. Because in our India we have lots of festivals.
Yes,
Means
I like
in
Indian
India is
films. Yes.
following.
Is it
Yes,
Rakhi these days?
I would like to share. Yes. Muntar, it is Rakhi, but India is following gender equality since lots of centuries. Because in India we
Yes.
have lots of festival for mother also, father also, sister also, animals also,
Yes.
nature also. Because we have lots of festivals, each and every living being created by this universe. So thank you.
I have a lot of information about your community.
Yes.
Okay, in
Thank
the end
you. Thank
of this
you.
session, I'm
Thank
going
you.
in the end of this session, I
Wonderful
want to
session.
thank you very much for this very nice and very beautiful presentation, and waiting you all next Thursday. Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye and good night to all of you.
Goodbye and good night. Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
everybody. Goodbye, Dr. Kamal.
To all of you.
Goodbye, Dr.
Goodbye,
Siham.
Muntar.
Goodbye. شكرا.
Bye.
Goodbye.
منذر.
Goodbye.